Hey guys, so wanted to talk a little bit about the initial kind of communication that there was a fire at the dealership, the shock of what it felt like to find out that your dealership's on fire, and just kind of all the events that took place that day. Last Sunday, today's Thursday, so it's been a couple days since the fire took place. On our way to Eminence, and figured it was a good opportunity to kind of run through just what the sequence of events was on Sunday morning. So my wife and I are building a house, so we're getting ready to list our house for sale, and I was at Lowe's Sunday morning at about 9:45, and I'm walking through the aisle, and I get a text message from a customer, and it said Glenn's is on fire. So I saw it on my watch. I looked at my watch and immediately called him and asked him what he meant. Actually, he said that he wasn't the person who saw the fire, but he was told by someone, and he's pretty sure that that's the case. So I immediately jump on the phone with Oldham County Dispatch, and they let me know that there is an active fire. So at that time, I run out of Lowe's, jump in the car, head to the store. As I got closer, I went past Maple Park, and the fire and smoke you could see from that point. I pull up, and there was a police officer who had blocked the road. I told him who I was, and he allowed me to pass. I'm staring at this thing from a couple hundred feet away. I pull up, park, jump out, and there's a police officer, and he actually does our sheriff inspection, so we know each other really well. And he takes me on a kind of walk around the building, and I take a picture when I walk up, and the smoke's just pouring out, and he allows me to walk around. At this point, I think there were 3 fire trucks on the scene, with more in transit, and walk to the other side and take a quick video of the flames. You can see them kind of bursting out of the building. You can see them going through any opening of the building. You can see the wall starting to crack where the roof had collapsed. It was really just an unbelievable scene. Watch the South Oldham Fire Department, LaGrange, Anchorage, all of the local fire departments. I think there were 7 total that responded, and it was incredible watching them, the way they would, the way they dealt with this, just lines of them ready to go in and ready to get this fire under control. It was a very surreal experience. As the day kind of continued on, the flames kind of came down, and they were doing some inspections and fighting kind of small isolated fires throughout the store. And we were able to see in through the service drive, and that's where we could see that the roof collapsed. You could see kind of the carnage and the melted cars, melted toolboxes, melted vending machines. I was able to get a couple pictures and videos of those areas, and then walked around to the showroom where they had the doors open, and walked into the showroom, was able to just take a quick video of what that looked like. And it was just an unbelievably shocking experience. But 25 employees came to check in on us, to check on the store, which was really motivating for me to see that level of outreach, and them to drop whatever they were doing and kind of run immediately to the store, and the kind words and well wishes and things like that. It was really great to get everyone together at that time, kind of immediately. You're still a little bit in shock to see, what just happened to your business, and you've got all these people running to support you. And after that, your phone doesn't stop ringing all day long. I think I counted over 100 phone calls, tons of text messages. So I just really appreciate everyone reaching out and taking the time to wish us well and offer support. That's been a really great thing, and part of why we love being in a small town in Kentucky. People know you, they feel your pain, and they're there to support you. The next day after the fire, we had set up tents out front, and a customer brought us popsicles. A customer that had bought several cars from us, and she said she was just thinking about us and wanted to do something nice, so she brought us a box of popsicles, which was really cool. It's been things like that have really kind of inspired us and kept us going, knowing that we've touched a lot of people in the community, and we're an important part of the community. As you look forward, you have a little bit of a time where you feel sorry for yourself and you're upset about what happened with the fire. Obviously it's a devastating thing to take place, but then you start looking forward and you realize, this is going to give us an opportunity to show the grit that we have as an organization and as a company. It's going to show that we have a chance to do something really cool. What happens if we can all come together and build a business that is even better after this terrible event that affected everyone. Stay tuned for future videos, especially as we have to move everything back to our temporary workstations once we get back to the new store. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share, comment. You can do whatever you want. But anyway, future videos are coming in, so we appreciate you watching.